What is going on, everyone? Sifu here, Jay Kennedy, Artist of Truth. Making a little bit of a different video today. I've had a lot of questions about a lot of different things, and I was always claiming and saying that I was going to get a video here, but my schedule and things have prevented me from doing such until now. Now here you can't really see what's around me because I just did this little quick setup here, but I'm in the Myrtle Beach, South Carolina area, and a new home that my wife and family and I just moved into. And it's very nice out, so conducive to what I need to do. I have lots of questions. A good friend of mine out in Hawaii, my brother in the martial arts, Mikey, you're watching this, you asked me about the NutriBullet in a private message on my Facebook. I hope you don't mind me saying it here. I have never personally used it. I've used things very similar. What I'm using today is something very similar. It's a different way of juicing so that you get all of the skin. You use the whole vegetable or the whole fruit and nothing is removed. And you keep it. So I think it's a great concept and it can only be positive. I have not used one, so I can't say anything about that particular product. That particular product is not something that I've used, but I'm sure it works very well. I'm going to do something similar. I'm going to show you a couple of different recipes today for all of you that have been following Artist of Truth and the philosophy, the Kung Fu, as well as the nutritional science applied. This is for all of you. Okay, first thing. You have several different types of beverages you can make. I'm going to make a smoothie. I'm going to make two different types of juice. The first is going to be my healthy vegetable juice. I might throw a few pieces of fruit in there and see what happens. And I'm just going to show you my ingredients real quick. Obviously, I'm not sponsored by anyone, but using spring water. I like to get all organic things, but I rushed and grabbed a few things that are not organic. But it was what I had, and versus the alternative. This is the good thing. So, I'm going to make the first beverage, the first juice, with some kale, some spinach, tomato, baby carrots, some raw almonds, and I may even toss in strawberries, but I'm definitely throwing into the mix something that is an anti-inflammatory, very good for your cells and your body. It is muscadine grapes here that I have. I'm going to put those in. So I'm just going to get right to it. Let you kind of get the feeling of how I do some different things. I'm normally using the Breville juicer, which I love. And if I'm using the Breville, then I'm trying to make a particular type of juice. But for this, for a little while, I'm on use everything. And my mentality right now is to use every single piece of the fruit, of the vegetable, and lose nothing. All of the nutrients that are in the skin and all, I want to get all of that as well. Even though when you do juice and you use something like the Breville where you remove the outer skin, you are still squeezing out a lot of the nutrients and the enzymes that are in the skin. So don't be fooled by the people that say you don't get the enzymes. You do, you just don't get as much. So, and this is an easier cleanup. So I'm going to start you out here. I'm using the Ninja. I have three different Ninja systems. This one in particular I'm using today, which comes with these handy little sport cups as well as the big blender style. I'm going to toss in, show you my ingredients here. Very fresh. Just love the smell. You have to love this. This is life here. This is all life. I'm just showing you how much I'm using right at this moment. Kale. This is going to be my Sifu, James Boucher, my second father. This is for you, brother. Got to get the kale in there, building that body. James Boucher, if you don't know him, look him up on Facebook. James Boucher, super martial artist, super fit, Tai Bo, great athlete, great father, everything. Check him out. This is for him. We're both into running and training, so people always say, how do you get your protein? Protein is the word we use for strung together amino acids. I know I've said that before. Do your research. Protein is what we use building muscle. The amino acid is what we really take in. Living in this way, liquefying, is the best way to get it into your system. It goes straight in the blood. More protein. You want to continue to use that word. More muscle building power here. Spinach. Of course, I'm being light. You can drink several of these during the day. I'm just going to make a quick little light mix here for you. I'm going to throw in the almonds and show you that even juicing with this, like the NutriBullet, it does something called emulsification, emulsifying. You pulverize it to the point that it essentially is juiced within this without losing anything. So my brother out there in Hawaii, I think you purchased a fantastic product, and I'm going to get one myself. I'm going to talk with the manufacturers and see if I can get some. This thing is doing really well, and I've had people wanting to donate, and certain companies wanting to use their products, so I may get onto that. So the almonds, in case you didn't see, just a small handful. It doesn't take much. You know, I had a tendency in the beginning to be like, oh, I need 10 bananas, I need like a ton of the grapes, and I need all these raspberries and blueberries and limes. Let me cut my apple, let me get everything in there. I had to tell myself, look, Sifu, calm down, calm down. You'll get your stuff. I may not, for this first mix, yeah, I'll put a tomato in there, why not? Just to show you here, just put my whole little thing going on there. Get the blade work going. Very easy mix. For those of you out there that aren't eating all raw, don't know what you're missing. But try to add a little more raw into your diet. And be like a gangster, be raw. Put a little more in there, okay? Just to show you a little quick mix, as I said. Throw in 3 baby carrots. Gotta love it. I would bite these right now, get all crazy, and I've washed my hands very thoroughly. But I would bite these right now, but I'm doing only liquid for a little while. Not that I need to lose weight at all. I'm 139 maybe right now. My weight's up and down between. Sometimes I get to 140, and sometimes it's 137, and it's maintaining in that way. And I do these short fasts, and I'm always doing mantras. Here we go now. All of these, so green and veggie. Just going to put in a few, just a few. Right at this moment, the muscadines, the bullets is my father, my Native American heritage, they call them. But we're gonna put that in there, smash them down all nice. They have this little line here that says max fill. Of course, I don't follow directions very well on that. Tiny amount of blueberries. The only reason I'm throwing in just a few is this is a different type of beverage that I'm going to show you to make today. And just for fun, I'm just going to drop in 1 blackberry there, 1 raspberry. I mean, who cares? I have an apple here that's looking all beautiful. And 1 strawberry, green and everything, still attached to it. Boom, look just like that, okay? Now once that's happening, then you want to get your Deer Park or your spring water of any kind. People, you know, have all these claims about bottled water and such, but when you're in an area, now out at my parents' farm, I drink the water straight out of the ground. Beautiful, nothing like it. There's nothing that we can do as humans that's going to outproduce nature and the naturalness of the universe. It's given to us freely, and that's what we should be consuming. But when you live in an area, this is a beautiful place where the water is used to be, it was flushed, and then now I'm supposed to drink it. Not necessarily the case. I'll take my chances with whatever's going on in the spring water. I'm going to get a little bit going in there. Not quite full. I tend to splash out a little. Done this once or twice. Make a mess. I'm outside now, so I don't have to worry about it. But anyway, very simple here. Get my Ninja on. All of you know what I'm talking about. My Ninja. Whoa, whoa. Okay, let's put that on correct. Make sure you get your stuff right. Always love everyone too. You know, I'm throwing this out there right now. I'm just focusing on, I'm not talking as much obviously, and maybe I talk too much sometimes, but focusing on this. Now, if you look at what I got there, kale, spinach, baby carrots, not much, it's a little small drink. This is a little one thing, you know. I'm not trying to make something that you're going to have to use all day, but this you make and you come out and you make some more. Tossed in a little small handful of almonds, some blueberries, 1 strawberry, blackberry, raspberry, you know, half a tomato. Just mixing some things. You can use peppers. There's lots of different ingredients. Work with me today. protein power. Almonds in there, getting the goodness into the body. One thing I did forget. See if I have the space. That's okay. I have cut lemon and cut lime over here. I'm getting them in there. You want that. Got to get that love. You got to get the lemon and the lime in there. You know, you get that. Get the body. Hey, check it out. Strawberry hanging out right there. Get the body flowing. Lemon. It's really too much. I shouldn't have put as much in there. Who cares? I'm having fun, right? That's what it's all about. Enjoying your food, not being stressed out, ordering your cheeseburger, worried about somebody sneezing, they're fussing and not making enough money in the back. Excuse me for one moment. Let me drain some of this water. In order to make a juice, to be honest with you, you should have less of this in here. I'm just having some fun, throwing in a few different things. But like I said, who cares, right? Have us a good time, get some good food in the body. I mean, you could be ordering a burrito and paying somebody to dump it out of something that has been sitting in all day, and you just consume it. But there we go. Now, lemon, lime, half of a small tomato, some almonds, spinach, kale, baby carrots, blueberries, strawberry, raspberry, one blackberry. This is the kung fu mix right here for you. Let me see. Probably got a little too much in there. It's going to blow out. But that is okay. You know. But here's the key. Love your life. Love your food. Take the time to enjoy your food. If you're not eating all raw, add more raw into your diet. The more you get in there, the better you're going to feel. It's a good thing. But this is my ingredients here. Okay. In 1 second here. While this thing is, come on now, talk back. Maybe you can hear me while this thing is mixing. It's, as I say all the time, it's up to us to really change our lives, to do what we should be doing to improve ourselves. Be happy always. I'm being watched. You can see it's like I'm talking to myself. Now, what is this guy doing? I'm going to let this rock for just a moment. It seemed as if it was very hard, but it's not very hard. How you doing? Positive life, that's what's happening. I'm not trying to sell a product, so I'm not trying to give you this whole, like, let me cut this down in infomercial style and say, let's rock it for this amount of time. As I said, I put a little too much stuff in it, so I'm just letting it go. And this thing moves down when I push on it. It's not that this is hard. If this barely goes down, it just turns. I mean, it looked like I was trying to force something down. Let it rock for one more moment. If you're trying to make a juice, put less in there. Get all the ingredients, but don't try to get all in on the same day. Bam! Just like that. Okay. Definitely a liquid. Now I put a lot in there. This would be more like a soup or a smoothie. But normally you don't have to put that much in. You know, you get your kale in, you get a few things, and you get it up to that line. That's why that line is there. Then you get your water in there, and you will juice it. And I made a few already with this thing. I just bought this. This is my new one. And I've made a couple already, and it very much does work. And so I'm sure, back to my friend in Hawaii, Mikey, out there with the Big Island Karate School, and a musician as well. Thing looks like it would be pretty nice. Now I don't have a camera crew with me, so I'm not going to be running around getting you different angles and all of that. But I am going to. It smells really nice, believe it or not. And this one is a little bit different here. I don't have a name for this one. We're gonna see what happens. Just so that you feel the goodness. Let me see here. I always like to be aware of what I am consuming and what I place into my body. You know, I have my own little ritual before I go through eating or anything. I don't want to offend anybody's religious preference or anything like that. But I take a moment to acknowledge the life-giving properties of what I am consuming. So give me just a moment. All right, let's see what happens. That is pure life right there. And it's really good. Man, it's good. The lemon and the lime really bring it out too. And you don't want to use, you would only, should only, my opinion, use something about this small when you're only mixing like this. Otherwise it could be a little bit too much, but with the blueberries and everything in there, man, that's good. I could drink this all day. Even with the almonds, essentially, that's a thick juice. But it's definitely juiced. Had to put a tiny bit more water, a little less ingredients, and it would have been perfectly. I could strain it out and things like that, but I want it all. I want it all. And the cleanup on this is much easier than it is cleaning up my regular juicers. But, man, that's great. This thing, if you're a runner like myself with the almonds, I don't do too many nuts. You know, I try to be a little light on the fats as much, but if you have high demands, and I do, I'm always running. My Kung Fu training, I spend hours and hours and hours every day training myself, not just teaching and just kind of sitting back and saying, here's the program, do this. I'm talking working with athletes and adults, and you're running and you're training yourself, and you know, maybe you don't get as much sleep, so you're meditating. You know, I'm a professional musician. I'm always doing something. So you want things to enhance your brain, to get the proper vitamins and nutrition elements. I didn't talk really too much about the vitamins and all like I tend to do. I knew this would be a little longer on video. I will go into it a little bit more another time. And sometimes privacy gets invaded, so I'm going to pause a little bit on that. But, man, take the time, get you something. Even if it's a little bit, just some cheap little blender. Get some raw food in your life. If you don't like fruits and vegetables and things like that, learn to eat it. You will live longer. Scientifically proven. It's a fact. But who cares about science? This stuff is fun. I mean, we care about science, but most importantly, you want something that tastes nice, provide you with good protein, your vitamins, your nutrients, the nutrients, you know. It's not quantity as much as it is quality. That's the important thing, you know, and I'm just having my liquid for at least a month. Only liquid food. But it's fine, I'm chewing it, your body tries to liquefy it anyway and put it into your cells. So you take these things, this does the work for you, drink it, instantaneous. Now you may find in the beginning that you're getting hungry, just make yourself some more. Take your time with any time you're trying to change to do anything, take your time with it. I have a few other things that I need to do, otherwise I was going to show you one of my other projects, how I mix together one of my ninja specials, my smoothies, which I will show you another time with the grapes, the bananas, strawberries, apples, lots of other things together. No vegetables in this. And that one, just a little fun, sweet smoothie for the kids and for yourself. And to get that fruit sugar in there, get the body, all the fiber rushing into the cells, enhancing our minds. But take the time to enjoy your life, to acknowledge your food. Tell me. It's amazing, I love it. But be happy in your life. Regardless of this food, this is a big thing. It's why I'm here. I want to promote the raw food, the nutrition, losing weight, slimming down. My weight may go down 5-6 more pounds. It's fine as long as I'm keeping my muscle there. I've never been a big guy. And And I can hear all the naysayers out there. Before I say this, I'm not comparing myself to Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee, his body is musculature. That's the ideal. I'm thin anyway, and I'll post up some pictures, and I may even slide some in on this video. I'm fit. And you can see everything in my body, but it's mostly because I'm so thin that you can see all of my muscles and everything. That's why with Bruce Lee's physique, you can see, of course, hours and hours and hours he spent training. But if he was heavier, he could still have all the muscles and things, but you wouldn't see it. Fat content really low. Your body as a human being, you should only take in what you need and what you're going to use, not what you need to store for 6 months. So we're not living that life anymore. But beyond that, be happy, be healthy, be with the people you love, do the things in life that you love. Get out, break the cycle. Be the freak. I'm like, in my opinion, the most normal person on the planet, but I stand out to other people, and I'm a freak of nature with my philosophy and the way that I eat and all, because it's not normal. You go out and people are like, oh, you don't eat meat, or you don't do this, or you don't drink, you don't smoke. What's wrong with you? So I'm sorry for you and that type of thing. And I encountered it as a musician. And, hey, I'm not knocking anyone for anything that anyone does. I'm saying that sometimes when you step out to do something for yourself, it can be hard because of the fear of standing out and being different. But just be who you are and love your life. All right? Somebody find me. I'll make you one. It's beautiful. As always, love everyone. Talk with you soon. Let me just show you this. Can't help it. Alright? That's what I'm doing over here. Just rocking out. Hanging out at the house. Got all these things going on, man. The grapes. Got the ninja. I'll show you the scenery another time. I don't want people stalking me. Alright. Love, love, love. Talk to me.